Dude, Cyberstage brought up another good point when it comes to like the UI, right? Which I don't think there are any UI people working at Dice anymore. To
Hmm.
be honest, because they're looking for more UI people. They're hiring. Um, when you do click advance on default, it's the most confusing thing ever because all the pings are out of order. Like it's not
Right.
it's not showing you the maps in your area or the servers in the area unless you
Hmm.
filter if you know how to filter
Yeah.
the ping. This is also I think could be um working into why there's so many high ping players in certain servers because they don't know what ping is
Yeah, because
or
I did notice
connection.
every once in a while in a chat, someone's like, "What the hell is up with the ping? Like my ping?" Like he'll
Yeah.
ask in the chat. I was like, um, "Oh, this is an," and he was asking what servers. So I was like, "Oh, this is North American West." He was like, "Oh, that makes sense because he's from EU."
Yeah, go, hey, watch. Go ahead and start up the game, guys. You'll know. Go into advanced, and you'll see that it's just a jumbled mess of servers from all over the world. Um, Even if you go to like, let's say, click on Conquest as the game mode, and then click List Servers for just the Conquest, and you'll see it's this jumbled mess of like 140 ping, 32, 70. It'll show everything but the ones close to you unless
Hmm.
you filter out the ping, which you have to click like 2 or 3 times for some reason to filter it correctly. It's like
Yeah.
I don't understand that. So good point again. And that could be an issue as to why people are being forced or are joining servers they shouldn't be joining. And in the beginning of the show today, Crystal, you went to a Japanese server or somewhere really far, Brazilian, I think,
Yeah,
and
Brazilian and Singaporean servers.
it felt normal, like it's playable.
To a certain extent. Yeah, like had 100 had a 179 to 180 ping in Brazil, and I can tell there is still delay, but it was still playable.
Yeah,
Um, you know,
people don't
I came into the
understand.
game late in Solomon Island, and I still got an 8 and 6 KD.
Mm-hmm.
And then so then I was like, okay, let's get a higher ping than that. So I went to Singaporean, and my ping was like 181 at the lowest, and it would go up to 180 something. And that's when it wasn't playable for me. That's when hit registry was like super big. And when Marita first came out, I did try playing in Japanese server before
Mm.
with Gen Odyssey,
Yeah.
and it was I could tell there's a difference from the delay lag and so forth, but it was still playable. And so then it makes me wonder if some of the people who play on the West Coast server, it's like,
This
eh,
is this is
it's
normal.
still playable. Or this
Yeah.
is their normal because they don't know any better. And then because of that massive issue in Asian servers having a ton of hackers. So that's why they're forced to come over
Yeah.
to the North American West server just so they can play the game that they bought.
Yeah.
But of course, it pisses the rest of us off because they have such a high ping. So then when we're shooting them, it doesn't register, but then they murder us.
They're really good. They're like, what? How can you play this good with lag? Like, it makes no sense to me until you try it yourself. Then you're like, oh my god.
But when you say that, it's kind of like, how the hell was I able to play the game when I was getting an average of 21 to 25 frames in a close quarter gunfight?
Yeah.
It's like you just kind of figure it out and like I don't know.
Hmm. Shit. What's up, Cyber? Most of those know exactly what they're doing. Really? Most high pinger players are from one region only. They just know, huh? They know what they're getting into. I don't know if I buy that. A lot of people think that cheating is the norm in Battlefield 5 because everyone does it in their region. Even though
I mean, it might be. You know, I don't know for a fact, but I mean, even like that's why Gen Odyssey plays in North American West servers because the Japanese ones are just flooded with hackers.
Yep.
Like where it's unplayable for him. He would most definitely prefer to play in Japan servers where he gets like I think I saw his ping was like 9 or something. I don't
Jeez.
even get that low of a ping in, you know,
Yeah.
NA West. And so I think it's the only way that they can play the game.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, guys.